Hello there. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon to all of you. To the ones I haven't said good afternoon yet. We've just finished the first part of this English Fest. It was very nice. I was very emotional the whole time. Mr. Parada and Miss Covo were my teachers. So I was about to cry. And for the ones that know me, you know that's true. I was about to cry half of the time. I really enjoyed it anyways. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to come back because I know we went on a break. I had time to have breakfast, and I hope you also had time to have some breakfast, maybe go to the restroom, drink some water, because we are now starting the second part of this English Fest. Today, we're going to do two different things, and I'm going to introduce this part the same way I introduce my lessons. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do today first, so our anxiety goes down, right? First, we're going to watch a couple of videos, 4 videos actually, created by students of the second year of our English teaching training program. These videos are about English-speaking countries, but not any English-speaking countries. These videos are about the British Isles. We are going to watch a video for England, one for Scotland, love Scotland, one for Wales, and one for Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. Maybe Irish people wouldn't be so glad to see themselves in the same video as Northern Irish people, but I hope they don't know. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes. I will keep talking. I'm very good at this. And after these videos that we're going to watch, we're going to listen to a play that was recorded by students from the 4th year of the English teaching training program. These students, since we are in a pandemic, right, we don't have the possibility to get together in a house or at university or the library to record a play that we normally would. They recorded a radio theater. And I know most of us, I think, are kind of young to remember radio theater and what it was. I'm sure you get the idea, right? It's a play, but we can only hear voices. Fernando Castro helped us with the video as well. So we have some pictures for you to look at what you listen to, but we're not going to watch a play. We're going to listen to a play. So we're going to work today in this extraordinary lesson. We're going to work listening comprehension for all of you. I'm very glad to announce as well that we have some high school students also present. And I invited these students particularly because they are interested in English, probably interested in becoming English teachers like we are, or interested in becoming translators, for instance. So they are also here. I already saw some of their names there. Some of those are my students, the best students, and some others are from the school I used to work before. Mr. Rafael Galleguillos is their teacher, so maybe he can be here as well. I think it's time. I'm going to introduce you as well to the other host that's going to help me today. I don't know if you're there, María Ignacia Julio, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes,
Hi,
there
everyone.
she is. There she is. She is going to help me today with the video, with the presentation of the videos. We're going to have a little conversation going on between us and the people that worked in the radio theater play. And Maria Ignacia Julio, she's a student from second year. She's going to help me with that, so it's not just me speaking a monologue and becoming Hamlet for an hour. So she's going to help me with that. I hope I cannot see you just now, all of you, but I'm sure you are already here. You'll have your breakfast ready, or maybe a cup of tea. Well, it's kind of late for breakfast, to be honest. But maybe an early lunch, maybe a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and we're going to start. The first thing today, the brunch, very, very nice, Mr. Campos, brunch, right, breakfast and lunch. We're going to start with the videos, okay? We're going to start with the videos. I'm going to show you some of the videos. These were required, the students of the second year were required to do this video for our first assessment. And since we are in this context that we all feel not very comfortable with, I decided to do something different. And since they couldn't present, like normally present in front of a classroom, for instance, I required for them to make a video. And they created some very, very nice videos. I had a lot of laughs watching them. I learned some things that I didn't know. So I had a great time. And I think Maria Ignacia agrees. She also worked in the video as well with us. I'm going to start. I'm going to present the first video. This is the England video, but I'm sure they don't need much introduction. This video was created by students. Let me give you the names quite quick of the students that created the video. They worked very hard for this, and this video is from Valentina Fuentes and Paz Diaz, right? They did a great job, and if they're here, congratulations, because you did a great job. I'm going to present the video now, so you can start watching it. Please put your headphones on if you are not in a quiet place, and if you are, that's good. I'm going to share it so you can see it. Here we go.
Shakespeare, The Beatles, Spice Girls, Lady Di, Queen Elizabeth, Queen, Harry Potter, One Direction, football, The Big Bang. At this point, I really think you know which country I'm talking about. Okay, here's the thing. England is definitely one of the most famous countries in the world. But what do we know about England? England is located in the northwest part of Europe and is in the southern part of Great Britain. It's an island country and part of the United Kingdom. Yes, it's just a part of the United Kingdom. England is 74 times smaller than the USA. England is the largest country in Great Britain, and most of the times is wrongly referred to the whole United Kingdom. The climate in England is temperate, moderated by prevalent southwest winds over the North Atlantic current. Nearly 84% of the population in the UK live in England. That means almost 56 million people. Most of the people live in Manchester, Liverpool, or London. London is also the capital city of England. And of course, their official language is English. Or may I say British English.
You've got dirt on your nose, by the way. Did you know? Just that.
Their nationalities are English, or you can also call them British. The official currency of England is the pound sterling. They have two anthems. The first one, God Save the Queen, is mostly dedicated to the monarchy and the Queen Elizabeth II. And their second one, Land the Pope in Glory. I'm pretty sure that you have listened to this anthem at least once in your life. The representative animal is the lion. Does England have its own government? No.
The United Kingdom is a parliamentary democracy under a constitutional monarchy. This means that while a monarch, in this case Queen Elizabeth II, is the head of the state, she is not the head of government. She does not get to make most of the decisions about how the government is run. That job belongs to the Prime Minister.
When we talk about England, she is definitely one of the first persons to cross our mind.
Diana, Princess of Wales, born Diana Frances Spencer, the 1st of July 1961 to the 31st August 1997, was a member of the British royal family. Diana's activism and glamour made her an international icon and earned her an enduring popularity as well as an unprecedented public scrutiny. exacerbated by her tumultuous private life. Our list of the best places to visit in England. Big Ben. The name Big Ben actually refers not to the clock tower itself, but to the 13-ton bell house within the tower, and takes its name from the man who first ordered the bell, Sir Benjamin Hall. Windsor Castle. It is one of the official residences of Queen Elizabeth II, who spends many weekends of the year at the castle, using it for both state and private entertaining. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is among the most important prehistoric sites in the world. It was produced by a culture that left no written records, so many aspects of Stonehenge remain subject to debate. York Minster, one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in Northern Europe. York Minster dominates the skyline of the ancient city of York. Tower of London. Prison, palace, treasure vault, observatory and menagerie. The Tower of London has done it all, and is one of the top attractions in London, widely considered the most important building in England.
English football fans are known for being passionate about their teams. They are also known for being creative with their chants. If we talk about literature, William Shakespeare is considered the greatest writer in English and the world's greatest dramatist, being the author of remarkable plays such as Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and more.
Very good. Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, miss.
Good.
Yes.
Very good. That was a very nice video, right? Maria Ignacia, did you like it?
Yes, I love it.
It's very good. I am not capable of doing such an amazing video. I'm not very good at editing anything. That is not my area of expertise, right? I was requested, people asked me that maybe we should take a picture. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second so we can all see each other, so we can take a picture of all of us. If you can maybe open your cams, maybe so I can see most of you, and we can take a full picture. What do you think about that? I'll try to. I'm not very good at this. I'm going to take one picture, and maybe some of the organization team are going to take another picture. Should I count? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, I have a picture, I think so. Good. Now that we have a picture, now we have evidence that what we're doing here is legit. We're going to continue with England's arch enemies, right? Of course, that is not 100% true. They sometimes like each other, but if you know something about the Great Britain, you know that English and Scottish do not get along very well. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the video for Scotland. This video was created by Christian Rojas and Kayla Castro, also from second year, right? They are all part of my culture and literature class. The first time I'm a teacher of this course, so I'm very excited with the results. And so far, they have been, let me tell you, very, very good. That video, I'm still in awe, right? I'm going to share the Scotland video so you can see it, right? Let's start.
If we talk about beautiful isles, bagpipes, and turtle skirts, what do you think I'm talking about? Scotland, right. But what do we know about this iconic country? If we talk about its population, Scotland has almost 6 million of people according to the latest statistics in 2019. The main spoken language in Scotland is English. However, we still can find people who can speak another languages such as Scottish Gaelic and Scots due to ancient civilizations. What about its religion? Well, Christianity is the greatest religion in Scotland, with a 53% of people that claim to belong to this ideology. The area of Scotland is part of the United Kingdom. It's a country located in the north of England on the island known as Great Britain. The national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. That's why it appears on the shield. However, one of the unicorns on the shield was changed for a lion in the century 17th when Scotland and England got together. But why was one unicorn changed for a lion and not for another animal? Well, it's easy. That's because the lion is the national animal of England.
The kilt is the traditional clothing worn by men in Scotland and also in Ireland. Women can also wear it, however, it's not common for them to wear it. They only can do it with an ankle-length skirt. The traditional clothing consists of a knee-length pleated skirt, usually of tartan. This skirt was a symbol of honor and commonly worn as a tribute to their heritage. Currently, it is only used for formal events as weddings.
The first thing that you have to know about its geography is that Scotland is divided into three parts: the Highlands in the north, the central lowland, and the southern uplands. All of them have different climates, but generally the climate is cool and wet because of the North Atlantic Drift, a warm sea close to the Caribbean. However, in the west, there's a warm weather. People say that it has an oceanic climate, but it can vary enormously day to day. For example, one day you can be wearing a warm coat and the next day wearing a t-shirt and a skirt. In 77, Scotland was joined with England thanks to the Acts of Union. However, in 1357, Scotland gained independence from England. So nowadays, we can say that Scotland is an independent nation. What about the relation between Scotland and England? Well, at the beginning, the Isles were inhabited for the first civilization called Picts, Britons, and Gaels. They didn't have a good relationship between them, so they decided to divide and move to another location. As a result, Picts moved to the north, Britons to the south, and Gaels for the isle located in front of them, Ireland. After the years, England was invaded by Romans because they wanted to conquer the territory of the Picts, but they couldn't, so they decided to divide the territory and fight against the Picts. After a long time, the Romans got bored and decided to leave the south, currently most known as England, and this territory was conquered by the Anglo-Saxon Germans. Then, at the same place, the Vikings arrived with the purpose to invade. And in the 10th century, Vikings decided to move and left the place due to the fact that all the citizens of Great Britain began to fight against them, forming a new army of the Kingdom of England.
If we refer to a simpler relation between Scotland and England, we have to mention that the current flag of the United Kingdom was designed thanks to the union of three flags. Firstly, the union was between the Scotland flag and the England flag, but time later, the Ireland flag joined to the other ones too, getting to the big flag that we all know today. Scotland hasn't lost relevancy through the time like other cultures have done. There are many famous people who have succeeded around the world. However, this hasn't only been in the music industry but also in the big screens. In the first place, we have those who are famous in music like Calvin Harris and Guy Berryman, the bassist from Coldplay.
In the next place, we have those famous actors that you probably have seen on movies or series, such as Ewan Gordon McGregor in Trainspotting with the starring role, Kevin McKidd in Grey's Anatomy, Robbie Coltrane as the friendly Hagrid from the marvelous saga of Harry Potter, and finally James McAvoy from It Chapter 2 and the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. We all know that Scotland is mainly known for its peculiar clothing, for its famous instruments, bagpipes, and why not mention the delicious beer. A clear representative of all this is Willie, the famous redhead actor from The Simpsons. We can also find other famous characters like Chweg, Miss Minerva McGonagall from Harry Potter, and Montgomery Scott from Star Trek.
As in all countries, there will always be some people that are considered by the country as heroes. In Scotland, there were many heroes that made the country gain fame, but the principal ones were, in the first place, Sir William Wallace, who was a Scottish gentleman that became one of the main leaders during the First War of Scottish Independence. His efforts were highly appreciated that he was even represented in the Braveheart movie in 1995.
In the second place, we have Robert Roy MacGregor. He was a Scottish outlaw that later became a famous hero because he stole goods from rich people to give them to the poor ones. And finally, we have Sir Walter Scott. He was a Scottish writer, mainly known for selling the highest quantity of books, getting to Scotland the first literary store.
Very good. That was Scotland then, a very nice and informative video. A lot of things about history, a lot of things about what happened there and why they became an independent nation, and also things that we all know from pop culture, right? Mr. Ewan McGregor and maybe Willie as well from The Simpsons.
Yes, Miss, I agree with you. Such an informative and dynamic video. Did you know that the unicorn was the national animal of Scotland? Okay, please give them a round of applause. And now we want to present this beautiful country, Wales. This video was created by Lisa Bid and Pamela Gonzalez. Please, Miss, start the video.
Of course. I'm going to show you now. This is the Wells video, and it has a very distinctive format.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Hi, Maddie. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
I called you guys because I need your help. I want to go to Wales and I want to know all about it. For real?
Sounds great. How can we help you?
Since you are living in Wales at the moment, tell me all about the place. The climate, culture, people, national animal, famous people. I don't know, whatever you know. Okay, sure. What can I say? You should know that Wales is a country like no other. It's located in the island of Great Britain to the west of England. Wales' population is now estimated at 3.1 million, and its size is 20,800 square kilometers in area.
Oh, Maddie, and you should know that Wales is a bilingual country. Here they speak English and Welsh, so don't worry about the language. I know you're good at English.
Yes, Maddie. At first I thought it was going to be really difficult, but it didn't. My English improved a lot. You guys know a lot about Wales. Tell me more. Gabo, what should we tell her? Oh my god, I know! Tell her about the dragon stuff.
True! Maddie, if you wanna come, you must know everything about the Dragon of Wales and what he represents for the Welsh people. The red dragon is not only the national animal, it is also one of the most important emblems of the country, symbolizing power and authority.
I'm dying to make a tattoo of a red dragon. that sounds so cool. What about their currency? Should I make a money exchange once I get there? Probably. The national currency is the pound sterling. Oh, and I forgot to tell you before that in Wales are currently 6 official cities: Cardiff, Newport, Swansea, Bangor, St. Davies, and St. Asaph. That means that you will have a lot of places to visit.
Yes, Maddie, I'm so excited for you. You know, geography here is varied, and in Wales, the contrasts are amazingly strong. In the south, flat coastal plains give way to valleys, then to ranges of hills and mountains in mid and north Wales. There are 3 national parks and 5 areas of outstanding natural beauty, which cover a quarter of the landmass of Wales.
Cool. Then what kind of clothes should I pack? How's the climate there? The weather in here depends on the area. However, it tends to be cool, humid, and cloudy most of the year. The coasts are milder, while the inland areas are colder, and it can experience heavy snowfalls in winter. So you better bring warm clothes.
Maddie, but don't worry about the cold. People will also keep you warm. Welsh people are friendly, patriotic, and polite. And talking about patriotism, you should know that Wales is still very much part of the UK political system. The head of the government is the First Minister. But Wales was an independent country one time until it was defeated by the English army. Nowadays, Wales has some independence in making its own laws, but is still linked with England since 1542.
Despite politics, Maddie, culture here is completely diverse and distinctive. Traditions, heritage, costumes, music, arts, and so forth. All branches of arts are well represented in Wales in both languages. Galleries, theaters, museums, concert halls, and libraries. Oh, and this country is also called the land of song and is famed for its singers. People say that singing is a part of life in Wales. So nice. I've been watching a lot of videos of Wales, but nothing is the same as living the experience. I'm looking forward to listening to Wales songs.
I recommend you to listen to Shirley Bassey's performances. Her voice has captivated millions of people. But as Alison told you before, all branches of the arts are well represented by Welsh people. This country has exported very talented actors to the world. Some of them are Michael Sheen, as the vampire arrow in the Twilight Saga New Moon, and Catherine Zeta-Jones, Oscar-winning actress who is a true inspiration because she became an actress from a young age.
Welsh people sound incredibly talented.
And there's more. Do you know Robert Ricord?
Obviously, why?
He's from this country too. That's right. The mathematician who introduced the equal sign to the world is Welsh.
No way, I'm speechless. And I would like to mention Tanny Gray Thompson, a Paralympian who changed the public perception of disabled athletes forever, and Dan Morris, who covered the first successful Everest expedition. I love sport, guys, you know. Truly amazing. Is there anything else that I should know? Yes, Maddie. People here are truly believers, and Christianity is the largest religion. However, there are others that also have a tradition of non-conformism, including Methodism.
Another interesting fact is that the translation of the Bible into Welsh was made by William Morgan, and he inspired a renaissance of Welsh writing. But by the early 18th century, most Welsh literature was being written in English.
Oh, I see. I'm so thankful for your help, guys. As soon as I have the date of my trip, I will let you know. Hope we can meet up.
No worries, Maddie. It's our pleasure. And yes, please let us know when you can come.
Maddie, you won't regret visiting Wales. Mountains, castles, cascading waterfalls. There's beauty everywhere. We'll be waiting for you. Thank you, Ali. I have to go now, but we can catch up later, okay, guys? Bye.
Sure, take care.
And stay safe. Bye.
Right, that was also a very nice video. I wish I had friends so helpful as those friends, and I can't wait to go to Wales on vacation because Wales looks beautiful, right, Maria Ignacia?
Yes, I wish I was on that video call. Congratulations, Luis and Pamela. You did a great job. Well, and finally, we have the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, the Emerald Island. This video was created by Crystal Helvig and Victoria Rojas. Miss, please, the
Yes.
video.
Being the third largest island in Europe, home to the worldwide famous Lucky Shamrock, Ireland is located in the North Atlantic. This isle is full of history, remarkable people, dreamlike geography, and unique beer. Get ready to dive into the Emerald Isle.
First of all, did you know that Ireland is divided into two different regions?
I have no idea. How did that happen?
Well, let me take you back in history.
Since the 12th century, Ireland had been under the control of England. But it wasn't until they lost its parliament in Dublin that a group of Irish people raised in opposition to this situation, resulting in the Easter Rising. In April of 1916, around 1,600 people in Dublin seized the city's post office and other strategic locations, and under the command of James Connolly, they proclaimed Ireland as an independent republic. But in less than a week, the British government crushed the rebels and took those in charge to be executed. Along with James Connolly, Thomas Clark was killed there too. He was an active participant of the movement, and during the week of Easter Rising, he was in charge of the Dublin General Post Office as a main center of reunion for the rebels, but he had no military rank. Around 450 people were killed, but Ireland did not succeed. This was enough to inspire more people to join and seek for independence, especially with Sinn Féin, a movement which supported the idea of Ireland becoming independent. And it was in December of 1918 that Sinn Féin decisively won the Irish vote in the general election, declaring Ireland an independent republic. They won 73 out of the 105 seats. Most of the votes against this were from the 6 counties in the north of Ireland. The North and the South of Ireland never got along. They have cultural differences and clear political disagreements. So when Ireland declared themselves independent as the Republic of Ireland, the North decided to stay part of the United Kingdom, and they formed Northern Ireland. This declared the independent status of the country still this day. The Republic of Ireland being a completely independent country, meanwhile Northern Ireland is still part of England. And following years of violence and disagreements, finally in 1985, they signed the Anglo-Irish Agreement, which was an agreement between England and Ireland to meet regularly to discuss and arrange matters around Northern Ireland, such as political matters, security and related issues, legal matters including the administration of justice and the promotion of cross-border cooperation.
You may think that these two sides of the island have similar characteristics because they are in the same territory, but let me tell you that they have some differences. Northern Ireland, also known as Ulster, is located in Atlantic Europe with a population of 1,882 million of people. It occupies about 1/6 of the island of Ireland, with 14,130 square kilometers, and is separated on the east from Scotland, another part of the United Kingdom, by the narrow North Channel.
Meanwhile, Ireland, also known as the Republic of Ireland, is located in the northwestern Europe side of the continent with a population of 4,904 million of people. It occupies 26 of the 32 counties of the island, with 7,274 square kilometers. And it's bounded by the Irish Sea and St. George's Channel on the east and southeast, which separates it from England and Wales.
Most of Northern Ireland's landscape is mentioned as gentle, since most of it is full of low-lying areas with swarms of drumlins all over the place, along with marshy hollows. If we talk about its climate, Northern Ireland has an oceanic climate, with quite cold, rainy winters and relatively rainy summers.
In the Republic of Ireland, the territory consists of undulating central plains. This plain is surrounded almost completely of coastal highlands, which may vary depending on the area. Ireland has an oceanic climate, cool and calm, cloudy and rainy. Diurnal and nocturnal temperatures are narrow, they do not vary much.
Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland. This city is home to the tallest building in the island, Oval Tower, and the luxurious observatory bar on the Hastings Grand Central Hotel's top floor is the tallest bar in Ireland, with some of the most spectacular city views you will ever see.
Dublin is the capital of the Republic of Ireland. This city is the home to the oldest pub in Ireland, the Brazen Head, established in the year 1168. Dublin was a Viking settlement, which used to be called Norse Kingdom of Dublin back in the 9th century.
Even though they share territory being the same isle and both sides of the island have English as its first and official language, there are still dialects that are not the same. In Northern Ireland, they speak Ullans, which is a variation of Scottish, brought by them in the 17th century, and it's mainly used in official documents and street signs, but rarely spoken.
In the Republic of Ireland, they speak Gaelic, also known as Irish language. It's a Celtic language and one of the oldest languages in the world. You can easily find people speaking in Gaelic since it's a mandatory subject for everyone in school.
One of the many differences that caused the separation of Ireland with Northern Ireland was their differences in beliefs around religion. Meanwhile, Northern Ireland had a huge demographic between Protestants and Roman Catholics. The Republic of Ireland had influences of the Celtic religion before adopting Christianity. Today, most people in the Isle are either Roman Catholics or Christians, with small numbers of other religious groups. There is no officially established church, and the freedoms of conscience and religion are constitutionally guaranteed.
Well, they do share a lot of similarities, don't they?
They do indeed. Do they share national animals as well?
Since the territory as a whole is not physically divided, they share a lot of wildlife and plant life. In the Isle, you can find the Irish stoat, the Irish hare, the red deer, and the region is rich in fish, particularly in pike, perch, and trout. And of course, we cannot talk about Ireland without mentioning the worldwide known shamrock, a small clover with 3 heart-shaped leaves. The shamrock is now the national flower of Ireland.
Have you ever heard that if you find a 4-leaf clover you get good luck? It means good omens.
Yes, that is just one of the many stereotypes that you may know about Ireland. Let's mention a few more. First of all, you may have heard of St. Patrick. He was a slave since he was just a kid. He spent all of his life in captivity between Ireland and England, where he found his fate in religion until he escaped. He started to preach and he eventually became a symbol for Irish people, since he was living to help them and guide them as much as he could. And he is now considered a saint, full of legends as well. The most famous ones say that he drove snakes out of the island straight to the sea, or the fact that he used shamrocks to illustrate the Holy Trinity. That is one of the reasons why nowadays men use shamrocks on their lapels on St. Patrick's Day. The day that St. Patrick is celebrated, you get to see leprechauns everywhere. They are dwarf, usually characterized with green suits, large hats, red heads, and a long beard of the same color. They are said to be rich since they guard loads of pots full of gold. Nowadays, they are a worldwide symbol for Ireland.
When it comes to celebrations, it's not hard to find out about Irish people and their beer. Guinness Beer is one of the most successful brands of beer in the whole world, and it's made in Ireland. And adding to that the fact that Ireland is well known for its nightlife, you get a perfect night out.
I grew up in Ireland where it rains for 360 days a year.
Okay, how
Both are British.
No, I'm Irish.
Yeah, no, British.
No.
Oh, sorry. Northern Ireland is known for basically me.
Yeah, we were all speaking in Irish on set.
When it comes to pop culture, there's a few representatives that you might not know that they are from Ireland.
If you are a Harry Potter fan, you have to know that many of the cast of the films are Irish. Luna, Seamus, and both actors of Dumbledore.
Have you ever watched Peaky Blinders or Anne with an E? You'd be surprised to hear that Tommy, Cillian Murphy, and Anne, Emilia McNulty, are both Irish.
Susie from The Lovely Bones, Christian Grey, Klaus Hargreaves, Brian Mills,
Declan Gormley, A.D. Johnson, and James Bond, to name a few.
When it comes to music, have you ever heard Take Me to Church or Hall of Fame? We are glad to tell you that those two really famous songs belong to Irish musicians. Andrew John Hozier, better known as Hozier, grew up in Bray, Ireland. He rose to fame between 2014 and 2015, and currently he is working on new songs.
The Script is a trio originally formed in Dublin. They have been releasing music ever since 2008, hitting international fame in 2010 with their album Science and Fate.
And last but not least, we have Ireland's little gem, Niall Horan, originally from Mullingar, Ireland. He became famous after joining the famously known band One Direction, after participating in the X Factor. When they released their first single, What Makes You Beautiful, they started to gain more and more fame, and that didn't stop until 2015, once they decided to take a break as a band. Nowadays, Niall has a solo career. He has released 2 albums in 2017 and 2020, hitting #1 spots in charts all over the world. He's one of Ireland's most famous celebrities in the last couple of years, and he has always been proud of his roots.
But he isn't Ireland's most famous person ever.
What? He isn't? Who is it then?
Well, Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde was born in Ireland in 1854. He was born into a privileged and literate family. He graduated from Oxford University, and in 1891, he published The Picture of Dorian Gray. Being this his only novel, it was declared one of his most notable works. As a dramatist, he published Lady Windermere's Fan in 1892 and The Importance of Being Earnest in 1895. Wilde was arrested and imprisoned for indecency after being outed having an affair with another young man. He was released 3 years later and he died in poverty at the young age of 46 years old. To this day, Oscar Wilde's work is studied, remembered, and appreciated with admiration and greatness.
Wow, I definitely didn't know this much about Ireland.
Neither did I. I'm so glad we learned together.
I enjoyed this experience. Hopefully, it won't be the last time we get to do this. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye, XOXO. Slona Cat.
That was a very good video. I really liked it and I really enjoy it. It was a little longer, but they had 2 countries, so I allowed it. Those were the 4 videos that we wanted to show you today. All of these videos were created by students in 2nd year, so the level in that year is very, very good. I want to tell you that we have already almost 90 people watching this part of the English Fest. We have 75 people, well, we had 75 people here on Zoom, and we had also 14 people watching from YouTube. So a lot of people, and I'm very excited, but also very nervous. Now we are going to go to our second part of the day.